Welcome in everyone to RedRaiders.com. I'm Zach Long, this is Krista Pirtle, and we are talking Texas Tech men's basketball. The Red Raiders, of course, coming off a big win on Saturday against Iowa State. A much-needed win. They take out the number 9 team in the country. Now 2 straight road games, a very tough test. They'll start it on Wednesday against Oklahoma.
They will. In Oklahoma, you look at their schedule and you think, man, they've lost 4 of their last 5. But those games have come against top-ranked Baylor, Kansas, West Virginia, Kansas State, top 25 teams. This league is deep. In Oklahoma, yes, they've struggled, but they're still a dangerous team. The last time Texas Tech went to Norman, the Red Raiders won 68-60 last year. Whatever they did last year, that needs to happen again this year.
And Oklahoma, we've talked about their struggles, but when they are on, very dangerous, and maybe we should take warning of Buddy Hield here because he had a bad game.
He did. Against Baylor on Saturday, he went 0 for 7 from the perimeter. That's got a lot of fire under him. He's averaging 17.8 points per game. And then there's Isaiah Cousins out on the perimeter for Oklahoma. Now, against Baylor on Saturday, he bent his wrist back in the first half, only played 4 minutes in the second half. He's listed as day-to-day for the Texas Tech game on Wednesday. He is the Sooners' second leading scorer with 12.5 points per game. Then down low, you've got the dynamic duo of Tayshaun Thomas, who transferred from Houston. He's got 11 points per game. Then Ryan Spangler with 9.7 points per game to go with 8.2 rebounds per game. As always in the Big 12, Texas Tech will face an elite-level point guard, this time against Jordan Woodard with 8.3 points and 4.5 assists per game. Oklahoma is loaded at every position on the floor. Texas Tech needs to come out with solid defense like it did against Iowa State to get the win on the road.
And of course, that's a tough task, but Texas Tech has a new fancy offense. If you want to know about that, go watch the other video that we've done. Krista did a great job breaking down that success, and they hope to continue that at West Virginia. They've already seen this team once. Hopefully they have them figured out a little bit better.
We'll see what happens. This is the first team that Texas Tech will face for the second time this season. In Lubbock, West Virginia won 78-67. Now, the key to West Virginia is their full court press, their defense. It never lets down. They forced 22 Texas Tech turnovers, but Coach Bob Huggins was like, I wasn't really happy with our full court press. We weren't rotating. We weren't doing all this stuff. Yet they turned Texas Tech over 22 times. The thing with West Virginia, opponents are going to turn the ball over. They're not going to have a perfect game. The key to this is teams cannot have back-to-back-to-back turnovers. That will lead to more success for West Virginia. Texas Tech shut them down defensively because after West Virginia makes a shot, they go right into that full court press. The more misses West Virginia has, the more opportunities Texas Tech has to bring the ball up with a little less pressure.
And hopefully they get to Morgantown okay and there's not like 7 feet of snow with what's happening on the East Coast. A long trip. Morgantown can be a tough place to play, but that momentum that they got early against Iowa State was key. If they can get off to that kind of start against West Virginia, one of these 2 road games I think is winnable for Texas Tech.
It is, and it's hard to tell. I like the odds in Norman, especially after what happened last year, but you look at West Virginia. Against Iowa State, Texas Tech only had 13 turnovers, which was much improved from their usual 15 a game. They just need to hang on to the ball, and maybe this new offense can help them not be able to have to force so many passes that get turned over so easily.
And of course, Krista will have full coverage from Norman and Morgantown over the coming week. That's a lot of travel, but I think you'll have fun. Follow Krista on Twitter. Go to RedRaiders.com, LubbockOnline.com. You can see all of our coverage of Texas Tech men's basketball. For now, though, we're going to bid you farewell. That's the aforementioned Krista Pirtle. I'm Zach Long, and you're on RedRaiders.com.